Welcome, guys, to She Talks, your one stop program for everything entertaining. We discuss trendy issues here, matters of the heart, relationship, tete a tete. Here, we just get to discuss things that are bothering you. We talk about the country, lifestyle, and everything in between. And today, we have a guest. He's a photographer, an artist, and an entrepreneur. We have Camille in the studio today.
Yes.
Welcome, Camille.
What's up?
You are really dressed for the whole it's Iftar now. Iftar
Yeah.
is a celebration. How has it been so far?
No, actually, Ramadan.
Ramadan.
Well, it's been good. It's been really good.
Really?
We just, trying to pray and, make everything religious.
I can see it. So is it true that during this Ramadan season, anything you ask who is anybody that is fasting, you guys are always very truthful? Is that
Yeah, we try our best to.
okay?
It's not easy.
So if I ask you for money, if you have money and that I want, will you give me this?
Yeah.
You give
It's a probability, maybe 80% probability.
sharp. After the after this, I'm coming to your DM. Jumi. So guys, we also have Jumi, a fashion icon, an entrepreneur.
Wow.
Jumi has lots of titles: a presenter, a content creator. In fact, welcome, Jumi.
Hi guys.
Welcome to the
We're
studio.
back to She Talks.
All right, guys. So today we'll be talking about high value men. Yes, gender wars basically. Why do high value men, that's successful men, why do they like to date down in age? Why do they like to date women that are younger, age wise, women that are not as successful, that do not have as much money? We want to understand why. Why Odogu Pararan would want to go and pick a lady from the village. It's not the one they are seeing in a movie. So I would like to start with you, Camille. First off, just define who is a high value man.
A high value man is someone
Yes.
that values himself highly, that, has different businesses he's running, someone that, is chasing a legacy.
Can a poor man be an high value man?
I think it depends on how he values himself.
On how he values himself. But with society,
Because he can be poor today and become something
but
tomorrow.
would society see him as one as a successful man, no matter how he carries himself?
No, that's society. It depends on him, how he sees himself.
Okay.
So a poor man can actually be a high value man later in life.
Can you date somebody that is richer, more successful than you? A woman. Is someone thinking about it though?
Yeah, I can actually. I can. But it depends on the woman too.
How do you mean?
If she has like a big heart, if she's kind,
Okay.
if she's straightforward, not manipulative, and there's understanding. So maybe something can work.
Oh yeah, Jimmy, over to you.
Okay.
Can you date a man that is earning lower than you are?
The answer is no.
Why?
But first, let me answer this question. You ask him what's a high value man is.
yes.
The normal definition for a high value man is someone who has good source of income,
Yes.
is doing good for himself, he carries himself well with good charisma and all of that. But now let's come to Nigerian standard. A high value man to some Nigerian men, I'm going to be using the
Yeah.
word some, not all,
Okay.
is when those people that eat respect instead of eating food. They enjoy to eat respect. Those traditional, they call themselves traditional. Actually, it's good to be a traditional man, but their own definition of tradition is
Yes.
when they carry this superiority, this authoritative thing on their head. That's their own definition of being high value.
Okay.
Now you said, can a poor man be an high value man?
Yes.
Mostly in Nigeria, poor men are always the high value ones because they carry this respect and feels like I'm superior, I'm above, I'm this, I'm that. That's their own definition. But they are not. That's just the truth. They are definitely not high value. What makes you an high value person is when you're okay, when you're rich, when you're decent, and you're well disciplined. That's what makes you an high value man. Now, coming back to your question where you said, can I
Date
date
somebody that is down. Can you date down?
Actually, I've been in that situation before, but for now, presently, I won't want to do something like that.
Okay.
I'm not going to date somebody of lower standard.
yeah.
Yes, because the bitter truth is just that when you date someone of lower standard as a lady, you tend to, be at the loose here because men will always go for something they can afford at the moment. But when they have enough. They always go for something
Oh wow.
above them. So now I feel like if you yourself, yes, that's just it. If you go for someone lower,
Yes.
more, imagine managing somebody that, okay, you're just like, okay, let me just this because of, and that person too is now feeling himself or making you feel somehow. Somebody that is not even up to your standard is making you feel. And also I feel like poor men, should I use the word poor,
You
or let
use
me
poor
say
now, poor.
financially low
Poor men.
yes, they are very intimidating. Any small thing that you do, they are very, yes, insecure. Let me use the word insecure. They feels like any small thing you do as a lady, especially somebody any than them, they feel like you're trying to brag or you're doing better. Like they are naturally jealous when a lady is doing better than them, and it will surely affect you, affect your life. Imagine you trying to do something now. Like I've had people around me that I can cite as an example. Imagine you trying to do something for yourself, and because they knows that if you do it for yourself it's actually okay, but they feels like doing it will make them feel less of themselves. They will try to like manipulate you into not doing it, and at the end of the day it will ruin you, ruin your life. And every time of your life you always try to satisfy them because you don't want them to, you don't want to tamper with their ego, but then you're affecting yourself too. So I'm not going to date somebody lower than me.
Okay.
I'd rather go for somebody
So,
higher.
Camille, why is it that women most of the time will say they cannot date somebody that is of lower status, but men, you guys are very comfortable dating a woman that is lower? Like,
Men try to feel safe and secure dating lower because they don't want to, maybe they can't handle a high value woman or a high class woman, so they go lower.
then women go.
The women go higher.
But should it be so?
Shouldn't be so, actually.
You are being too calm about this. Oh. Like a woman that is close to you just said it now that she cannot date somebody that is lower, and you are just so chilled about it.
Well, a lot of things happen.
Actually, I feel like the main reason why men go for a lady lower than them
Yes.
is because men are some, let me be using that word some, because we still have good men out there. Some men are controlling in nature. They are very dominant. They want to like have full authority over you and over your life. Some men prefer to date somebody that comes from nothing, as let's use the word broke,
Like
broke
Peter from the
women.
gutter.
Yes, so that whenever you try to do something, they'll always, undo you, like, oh, you can't do this. You owe me. I do this for you. I do this for your family, this and that. And also, they believe that a woman that does not have work, that does not have anything stable in her life, will always be respectful, will always do this. They just want a maid. Let me use it that way. Honestly, they're just trying to like protect their ego, because they know if as a woman, you have a job, you're okay on your own, to some extent you're okay on your own, you not allow a man talk down on you, because you know that even though if you guys separate, you have something to fall back to. But a broke woman or somebody that does not even have anything, obviously if you talk to the person rudely or you treat them badly, they had no choice, they're just going to stay there. And that's the same thing happening to some people in their marriage, because they knows that after divorce they have nowhere to go. Like everything they own is attached to their husband, which is actually very bad. So
Camille, do you feel men date younger women because they are easier to control and manipulate?
No, I won't say that. I'll say it depends on the background of the woman and the man. If the woman comes from maybe a rich family, like her understanding of things will be different. But if she comes from maybe a different, like maybe a struggling or a poor background, her thinking too will be different. So background plays a major role in that too. The man's background is upbringing, the woman's background is upbringing. So,
And for the younger women, do you think they are truly in love, or it's more about the financial benefit that they are going to gain from those men?
wow,
Do you
the
think?
younger
Yes.
women.
Yes.
Man, the women of my generation and the younger ones are really, really
studied on business.
but we still try to, court them and be understanding and make them feel, loved. And
So I think there's this question I've been wanting to ask. When they say a man that has no money has no business with love, like even fellow men, they preach these things to their men, like, you don't have
Yeah,
money,
that's
you are
true.
earning something little, what are you looking for with love? So now, is it not sad to now think that when the man now has money, and then society now applauds that, yes, you are now ready to settle down or find somebody, how would you as a man feel knowing that the people that are coming are probably coming because of your money, and that if you had probably asked that same girl out some 3-4 years back when you had nothing, she most likely would have said no? How do you feel? Do you still treat those women with respect? Do you believe that they love you or it's just your money?
A lot of women chase social status, so that's why they go for like high value men.
Yes.
You can't really blame yourself, because when you were broke, even you didn't even believe in yourself. You didn't believe you would get rich eventually. So when you get rich, you need to be very, very cautious of who you are attracting or who you like follow in a relationship if you want to get committed. So,
But do you now believe it's still true love? When you now find that person, do you believe it's true love or it's just because of your money? That's why
at
she's
first,
there?
it can look like true love at the beginning.
Okay.
Then gradually, you start to realize that, man, it's not.
One thing we need to understand is that you don't have to use poverty to test a loyalty of a woman. Don't know, this is 2025. Don't use that to test anybody. See, I know some men used to say this thing, you know, the way they used to say, women loves money. Is only when you have money that's when
That's
a
when she
woman will
follow,
stay.
yes.
Men too love, everybody love money. I don't know why you're just putting it on one particular gender. And I saw a video where somebody was talking about, if you see what some men do for money, you'll be scared. The only thing they attach to us is women, you know, have sex for money, we date for money. But do you know some things that men do for money, which is actually way worse than that? Don't use poverty to test me. That go and make that money. In as much that me being a lady too, I'm also going to like hustle, because I'm not going to be idle. I'm not going to just sit down there expecting one man to now come and to now exactly. So as a man too, you have nothing to do with relationship when you don't have money. That's just the bitter truth, because there's no how. Even in your daily activities, you have to buy food, buy data, buy this, buy for your personal self. Talk less of you now having somebody in your life. You guys will have to go on a date. You have to, even when you visit each other, you cook or buy food outside. There's no how you not bring out money.
Nobody wants to be associated with poverty.
Exactly, both a man and a woman. So you're not thinking that, okay, if a woman stay with you when you are poor and you not get rich, that's the definition of a good woman. Is a lie. If you are poor, just don't date.
Exactly.
Same as a lady too.
Don't
because
date.
a man cannot be buying this, buying wigs, buying this, buying for you, and you cannot even buy ordinary wristwatch. You cannot buy a nice dress for him because you're also broke. As a lady, if you are broke too, don't date. Because obviously, what they used to call this thing, you reciprocate the same energy given to you. So if a man can buy you something like this, you should be able to afford something to like gift him also. But if you are this dependent person that you do not have anything you're doing, then you guys should just move away from relationship. It's not for you.
But if we're being honest here, men do not mind dating broke women. Let's be honest in this real.
True.
Men do not mind dating broke women. In fact, they would even help her, carry her up, probably invest in her business, give her money, go and learn a trade or something. But when the reverse is the case, a woman that has money does not want to help a man that is just starting.
Now wait, let me tell you, there's a difference between a broke woman and a woman that is not financially stable at the moment but has a goal. See, when a man realizes that this person has potentials, she just does not have the money at the moment, they always try to like build you, take you to where you can learn, establish you. Same as if a reasonable sane woman, I'm saying this because I've been in that situation before. If you see a potential in a man that, okay, this person does not have but he's not lazy, you can't call that person broke. He's not lazy, he just does not have, compared to somebody that is sticking to Yahoo, does not have any goal, academically is not there, is just okay. If Yahoo is not giving you money, you cannot do that. One is different too. But if you see a man that is struggling but he's not just getting it, you can stick with the person too, because the person has future. Same as a lady. And men love to invest in their woman when they know that, you cannot just give a woman money knowing fully well that she use that money to buy wig or use it to buy a nice handbag, and give another one that will use that one to open business. Obviously they will go for the one that even when they get broke, they can always fall back to the person. So there's difference between the two.
True, very true.
When a high value man now dates somebody that is way younger, because I'm talking from the standpoint of maybe I can control her or she would be more submissive. What now happens when she is, let me say, 15 years older and she's wiser and she now has more sense and she has grown in that relationship or in that marriage? Do you think they will now still go outside to start having small girls as side chick? Is that the reason why men now get to have all these small girls outside of their marriage?
A lot of men they might be tired of what they keep at home.
Why might they be tired?
A lot of men are attracted to
I would like you
looks.
to talk from your own. You're a man. Don't be saying a lot of men. Talk from your own stance. She's talking from her standpoint.
I'm talking from experience too, but I've experienced a lot of my friends and myself too.
Okay.
Like some people might get married, then they want something else outside, like younger, healthier, Some women might get old that
After
they stop after childbirth, then they stop taking care of themselves. So they might lose attraction to the woman they keep at home, but they still take care of them.
But as a man, is it not your duty to help her? Babe,
Yes,
go
your
to
duty.
the gym.
Some do that. Some do that, but some people are lazy. But you can't really blame them. So they go outside, look for someone younger, someone healthier, someone that maybe they can even have other kids with later in life. That's what some men actually do.
Oh, this some that you are saying, the thing is paining me. Okay, please now give us tips now. In order for men not to go outside, what can a woman do to keep her man?
By just being loyal, being committed, being understanding.
But they are committed and understanding in the house, and the men are outside now. So please, what else can a woman do?
This is a crazy world we live in, actually.
Okay,
a lot of crazy things happen.
Oh, sorry. Let me put the question to you. Like, you being a man now, what can a woman do to keep you?
Good.
Just say, put it to yourself.
Just, being understanding, being committed.
Understanding
Understanding
in what manner? Like, when you cheat outside, you should understand.
No, it's not even about cheating. Just when we're going through hard times together,
Okay.
we stick together. We ride the wave together. When it's rainy, when it's stormy, we still stick together. That's the whole point of understanding each other.
Okay. Sorry. He said you asked the question that's why do men cheat, and he said maybe because if the woman is getting old or maybe they're not attracted to the person again. I think marriage is just scary now because it's actually work for one gender and does not work for the other one, because women, we tend to stick to one partner, especially when we are married. We tend to stick to the person whether you have issue, whether you're getting old too, because men get old too. But childbirth change women sometimes, and our body is so different. Some people give birth and they start having saggy body, and some people they're still okay. But I feel like for you to conclude that you want to get married to someone, you must have finalized it in your mind that okay, I'm sticking to this person forever, and whatever comes in between us or whatever comes
that's
later,
where commitment comes in.
Exactly. But you're not getting attracted to younger person because the one that is at home is already getting old or something. It's just so absurd. Because if a lady do the same thing, let's say a woman now start looking for sugar boy and maybe she was caught,
the women actually do that now.
Yes, they do. But the way the society is going to stigmatize her is going to be very very bad compared to a man. Even if a man does something like that, same, it will still be normal, which is actually is not good. I feel it's not good. If your woman is getting old, there are things you can do for her to, like you said, like childbirth self sometimes make woman lose focus on taking care of themselves. You can always help. You can always buy her dress, babe, I want you to help you. You used to wear this bomb shirt before you give birth. Like, that's just a reminder that okay, you can be who you are before all of this. But going for younger person, I don't really think it's good at all.
And it depends on the age too, because a lot of men can be pedophiles too, go for way younger, not even reasonable younger.
Exactly. It's all about men.
So to take away from the subject matter a little, you as a man, I want to ask you, and why is it that when a man is pursuing a woman, before he gets her, he knows that she probably has lots of men that are still trying to get her and all. There is the energy, there is everything. He's doing every single thing. But once he's sure that, okay, I have this woman now, she's now mine, it reduces, it stops. What exactly is the problem? Is it that did the woman do something wrong, or is it just a man thing? Is it a you people's thing?
I won't say it's a man thing. Something can come up, something deeper. Just maybe it's focusing on yourself, or maybe the woman focusing on herself after you've chased her for so long. Then you finally get her. Then you feel like you need to do this, you need to do that. It depends on what you have going on, basically. So you don't have time to focus on the woman like when you were chasing her. So the focus shifts to something else.
She's not like do something else we're not there before, but you put it on pause just to chase her. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so men do that. They might have stuff going on, but they just chase women.
I actually feel like men are just wicked in nature.
Not all.
Yes,
not all. More women are wicked too. And manipulative.
They are way
but
wicked.
I feel like it's both gender.
You people are way wicked and heartless. That's just it. Because tell me why this question in particular
Yes,
is making me vex for.
And Camille is not
It's
even
making me
giving me
vex
what
for
I'm
one
looking
person.
for. He's saying some men. You're a man too, and I've
No, I
done
can't-
this
just
before.
I can't speak for everybody.
You speak for yourself.
Yeah, I'm trying to speak for myself, but a lot
Have
of
you
men
done
have
something
done
like
a
that?
lot of crazy things. So
We're asking you a question. Everybody's talking about themselves. You are saying some men. Leave your gender and talk about your own self.
yourself.
I've been speaking about myself, but some men too have.
Okay, so does that mean if you ask a lady out and later you start like you're not giving her the attention and everything, that means you have something like going on? It's not as if you're doing it intentionally.
No, I'm different. If I'm chasing a woman
Yes.
and I'm really attracted to, I'll do everything to keep her
Even
by my
after
side.
you're sure that
Even
she's
after.
yours.
Yeah. So it's not all men. That's why it still boils down
Yeah.
to some
Yes,
men.
obviously.
Actually, some
It's not all.
Some.
they'll always be available. They will call you 2 hours on call,
Exactly.
drive down to your house
To come and pick
to
you
come and pick you, buy you
After you have
food.
seen what they are
Exactly.
looking for.
Exactly.
You're
Then
the one that will
after all
enter
of that,
Uber, oh.
they will not start telling you that I've been busy. I'm going through.
Jesus.
Is that I'm going through a lot? Is that thing that is always very vexing me? I'm going through. I have some things I'm doing at the moment. I feel like a man that does something like that does not really like you that much.
Yes.
They just want to like have something with you and like
So
later
it's just
leave you.
more of they've gotten what they want. and on to the next.
Exactly. That's why I used to say this thing, though it's not easy when it comes to love. You know, you can't determine what you're going to do except if you're in love. So I used to say this, that don't put your mind on any man
Master
until you
the law
are
of
fully
detachment.
sure that because as it is, men will just shame you. Imagine you ignoring someone
Yes.
because you feel like you are having this doubtful mind about the person and you're ignoring the person, and yes, the person keep putting effort just to be
Yes.
with you, and later you don't want to feel like a bad person. You feel like, okay, let me just at
Let me
least
give
he's
it a
trying,
try,
let me
let me
get
see.
and you that you're the one ignoring, you are now the one running after the person back. It's just so crazy.
No,
Men
but
are crazy.
women can get distance too.
Yes,
Maybe
we can. That's
you're
what
going through something and
but we don't
just
actually
get distance. Men to get
women
distance.
don't get distance in that way, honestly, because if we are going through something, our man will be like the
man is
first
the first
person.
person that you want to
Like
share
you
that
always
with
want to
now.
tell your man everything,
But a lot of
when
women
it
don't
comes
open
to-
up.
we open up. Actually, women open up. It's men that does not open up.
Okay, true. Why is it that when a man is probably going through some financial hurdles or issues, he prefers to keep it to himself and just keeps quiet and is moody during that period? He doesn't want to share. Is it from a standpoint of at that point you people feel less of yourself and you don't want to bother the woman, or it's just a man's thing? Like it's the opposite. A woman would tell you everything. A man would want to keep it to himself.
There's this masculine stereotype that goes on that keep everything to yourself, don't open up. So a lot of men do that. Me, I don't. I like opening up. I like sharing my problems with people so that we can relate and find solutions. So that's just a big stereotype right now.
All right, guys, it's been really awesome, discussing this. We will definitely have a part 2 of this. We'd love to have more of you
Definitely.
around, Camille.
Definitely.
As always, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at AATV_Nigeria. I remain your host, Joy Kayode. See you next time.
This is Akwamaka TV.
The pride of African entertainment.